This is chin soup. This is the best tung ớt or Vietnamese style hot sauce I've ever tasted. I like hot wings. I like chin soup. What about chin soup wings? Canh gà tung ớt. Let's do it. All right, first I'm gonna make a brine. So I got a little bit of garlic. All right, so let's smash the garlic. I have a pot of water here. It's about almost 3/4 water. Throw my garlic in. And basically, I'm just kind of trying to make a seasoned liquid. I'm gonna put about 4 tablespoons of fish sauce in. I'll taste it. Maybe that's closer to 5. Some sugar. Some bột ngọt or MSG. And some, this is shrimp seasoning. Usually I'll use mushroom seasoning, but this is shrimp seasoning. Or chicken powder. That would probably be more appropriate. So when I taste this, I want this to be just a little bit salty. Right now, this just kind of tastes seasoned. It doesn't taste salty. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit more fish sauce. Of course, I could totally just use salt if I wanted to, but I want fish sauce. I'm gonna do more sugar. That's pretty good. If you're gonna brine this for a long time, you can make it a little less seasoned. If you're only gonna do a short time, you can definitely over season the brine, which I'm kind of doing right now. I'm only gonna get about an 1.5 hour brine on this. All right, so now the liquid is slightly salty, and that's cool. A little bit sugary, and it's got fish sauce flavor, so that's cool. So let me break down my chicken. Here's the wing, open it up, cut down the middle, kind of release that skin. You should be able to find right where the joint is, right there. Cut right through, no big deal. Same thing, right where the wingtip is. Go right in my brine. Do the next one. Open it up. Of course, a sharp knife helps, but even this, you don't even need that sharper knife as long as you hit the right spot. Boom, easy, super simple. While my chicken is brining, I'm gonna clean up and then we'll make a pickle. So this is water celery or canoe. I love this vegetable. I think this vegetable kicks butt and is not used enough. So my thought was, why don't I pickle this stuff? So first I'm gonna go ahead and clean it a little bit. Some of these like roots, I'll just use my knife and scrape it a little bit to get them off. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give these a little bias and just go ahead and try to cut them about bite size. Something that seems appropriate. About that long seems about right. So let's make a pickling liquid. This is super easy to do. I'm gonna take something to measure with. I'm just gonna use this bowl. That'll work. And then first I'm gonna measure my sugar out. So 1 sugar, 1 vinegar, 3 water. 1 bowl of sugar, boom. 1 bowl of vinegar, your preference. This is white, this is all I could find around here, so that's what I'm using. Boom. And I'm gonna use 3 bowls of water. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so my pickling liquid has cooled down slightly. It's still rather hot. And I'm just gonna pour that over. Kind of push that down a little bit. Now I gotta go to the city to go get a special ingredient. Well, special for here. So let me go hop on the bike and I'll go get it. It's always a little scary and fun. This is the only place I know to get butter here. All right, so I'm gonna strain these potatoes out. I'm gonna let them kind of hang dry. And let me strain out the chicken wings as well. Of course, I'm gonna try to make these fries as crispy as I can, so I'm gonna do it in a 2-step process. I'm gonna blanch them in the oil first at a low temp to cook them through, and then I'll refry them at a higher temp later. I'm gonna start dropping some of these fries in. I'll probably do it in about 3 batches. So I'm turning the oil down a little bit. Okay, so now they're tender. I can poke my chopstick right through it. So I'm gonna pull them out and just lay them on this tray to cool down. All right, we're definitely gonna do something interesting now. While my potatoes are frying, certain style of buffalo wings are coated, and often Korean style wings or fried chicken is gonna be coated with rice flour. So I'm gonna use some bunseol flour because that's what I have here. I don't have anything else, so we're gonna use some of that. So I'm gonna coat the wings with some banseo flour, which is basically just white rice flour and wheat flour anyway. So I'm gonna coat them. All right, so I wanna let the chicken sit with this flour mixture on it at least 20 minutes. It could be a couple hours, could be even overnight even, but I'm probably gonna give it about 30 minutes. I'm gonna take about 8 tablespoons of the butter, and I'm gonna add, let's see, I don't know. We'll start with equal amounts of chinsu. So about 8 tablespoons of chinsu. We'll melt that just very delicately and then taste it. I don't think it's gonna need much else. More. Almost. I did about a half a stick of butter to the half a bottle of chinsu. Ooh, see, chinsu's got the heat. Some of the other Vietnamese style hot sauces you get, they don't have the heat like chinsu does. It's good. I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar. Probably about 2 teaspoons. Chinsu's already got a lot of flavor though, so I don't need to add much. I'm gonna do real fine julienne of some raw garlic in there as well. That's about a clove or clove and a half of normal sized Western garlic that we would get. Oh, now it's interesting. All right, so I'm gonna take some of this chili sauce and put it on the side because I think I'm gonna wanna dip into it. I don't think we're gonna need it all. And it's a lot. So you could probably definitely do 1 stick, half a stick of butter, unless you're cooking for a lot of people. All right, so my oil's pretty hot. Let's see how hot it is. I'll start dropping these bad boys. So the wings are nice and golden brown. Close to being done. They still probably could do another 3 minutes, maybe 4, especially the legs. I'm gonna add in some fries. Fries are starting to look good. They're starting to crisp up. The wings are looking good. All right, so I'm gonna start pulling the wings out and just throwing right in the hot sauce. And here's Surrey. I know Surrey's gonna want to eat this. You excited? Ngon quá. Cay quá. Ngon quá, huh? Surrey is excited. And little Surrey, she's got a palate for heat too. She can eat heat. So let's see how she does with this stuff. You're excited, huh?
Vừa ngon vừa cay.
Mm-hmm.
Mà cay thì cũng ngon. Ngon thì cũng cay. Ngon quá.
This is pretty exciting. Some of this pickled water celery. A little bit of lime. Ooh-cha. Ooh-cha. Let's try it. Oh my God. Mmm. Mmm. Cánh gà, sốt chinsu. Ôi trời. Ôi trời ơi. Wow. And the celery. That's good too. I never had the combination of chinsu and butter before. I thought it would work, and it totally does. It's super good. Chinsu is like really light. It's clean, light, and spicy flavor. And that butter just gives it the richness. Very good. And the French fry? Good. French fry dips in chinsu. Ngon quá. Excellent, man.